From the streets of Argentina to the glory of the World Cup, Diego Maradona lived as football's wildest and most gifted legend. His magic inspired millions. His controversies shook the world. This is Historical Stories, where the Golden Boy's journey comes alive. Diego Maradona, the Golden Boy and football's wildest legend. Diego Armando Maradona was born on October 30th, 1960, in Villa Fiorito, a poor suburb of Buenos Aires, Argentina. From his earliest days, his life was tied to football. At just 3 years old, he was given his first ball, and it rarely left his side. Growing up in poverty, Maradona used football not just as a game, but as a way of survival and escape. His talent was undeniable, and by the age of 10, he had joined Los Cebolitas, the youth team of Argentinos Juniors. There, his skills dazzled crowds, and his reputation as a prodigy began to spread. At just 15 years old, Maradona made his professional debut for Argentinos Juniors in 1976. He quickly became a sensation, scoring goals, dribbling past defenders with ease, and showing a flair that captivated fans. His low center of gravity, quick acceleration, and ability to control the ball under pressure set him apart. Within 5 years, he had scored over 100 goals for the club, marking himself as Argentina's next great hope. In 1981, Maradona signed with Boca Juniors, fulfilling a childhood dream. His charisma and brilliance on the field immediately won over fans. In his first season, he led Boca to the league title, cementing his status as a national hero. His performances also earned him a place in Argentina's 1982 World Cup squad. The tournament in Spain was disappointing, as Argentina were eliminated early, but Maradona's presence on the world stage was undeniable. His aggressive playing style and fiery temper were on full display, characteristics that would define his career both positively and negatively. In 1982, Maradona transferred to Barcelona for a then world record fee. His time in Spain was turbulent, marked by moments of brilliance and controversy. He scored spectacular goals and led Barcelona to a Copa del Rey victory, but injuries and clashes with management, as well as a notorious on-pitch brawl against Athletic Bilbao in 1984, overshadowed his stay. Maradona's true legend began in 1984, when he joined Napoli in Italy. At the time, Napoli was a struggling club, overshadowed by the giants of northern Italy. But with Maradona, everything changed. His arrival transformed Napoli into a powerhouse, and his connection with the working-class fans of Naples was instant. He became their symbol of hope and pride, a player who represented the underdog fighting against the elite. In 1986, Maradona reached the pinnacle of his career at the World Cup in Mexico. Leading Argentina as captain, he delivered one of the greatest performances in football history. In the quarterfinal against England, he scored 2 of the most famous goals ever. Just minutes later, he produced the goal of the century, dribbling from his own half past 5 English players to score a masterpiece. Argentina went on to win the World Cup, and Maradona was hailed as a national savior. Back at Napoli, Maradona continued his dominance. He led the club to their first Serie A title in 1987 and another in 1990, along with a UEFA Cup victory in 1989. For the people of Naples, he was more than a footballer. He was a hero-like figure. Streets, murals, and chants celebrated him as their hero. Yet Maradona's life was marked by excess and struggle. Fame, pressure, and adoration took their toll. In 1991, he received a 15-month ban for cocaine use. His career declined thereafter, with brief stints at Sevilla, Newell's Old Boys, and a return to Boca Juniors before retiring in 1997. Despite his flaws, Maradona remained beloved. His genius on the pitch could not be denied, and his imperfections made him human in the eyes of his fans. After retirement, he struggled with health issues, undergoing multiple surgeries and battling addiction. He also ventured into coaching, including a spell as Argentina's national team coach at the 2010 World Cup. Diego Maradona passed away on November 25, 2020, at the age of 60, from a heart attack following brain surgery. His death shook the footballing world, and millions mourned across Argentina, Naples, and beyond. He was remembered not just as a player, but as a cultural icon whose story mirrored the struggles and triumphs of the common people. Maradona's legacy lies in his duality. He was both a genius and a rebel, a golden boy and a flawed man. On the pitch, he was unstoppable, a magician whose vision, creativity, and courage redefined the game. Off the pitch, his life was chaotic, yet it only deepened his myth. For Argentina, he will always be the boy who brought them World Cup glory. For Naples, he is forever their savior. For the world, Diego Maradona remains the wildest legend football has ever seen. And that was the unforgettable story of Diego Maradona, the golden boy of football. His genius and flaws made him a legend like no other. You've been watching Historical Stories, where the greatest icons live forever. Stay tuned for our next part. Zinedine Zidane, from Cannes to Real Madrid glory. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.